Well, it might look as if this is a spudger video again, but fear not, it's not. Let's zoom out a bit. All right, I'm going to use these spudgers, but this is hard to get it in camera. This is an old Western Digital external hard drive, SCSI hard drive for the Mac. This is a Western Digital hard disk 20AP. That AP stands for Apple, and its model number is WD20AP. Capacity 20 megabytes. So teeny, but when we get this open, you'll see that the drive itself wasn't so teeny. Now, I've already had this apart, but so I've taken the power supply out of it for various reasons, various exciting, smoky, sparky reasons. But this is quite a difficult box to take apart, and I couldn't find anything on the internet about it. And as you can see here, let me zoom in a bit. As you can see here, when I got this, it's already tried to be levered apart by various screwdrivers by previous owners. And in fact, the chap who I bought this off, he said, you know, he told me that this was the case, and that it's obviously difficult to get apart. But it is possible. So how do we get this beast apart? See, there's not really much information we've got on the case about it. So as I managed to get this apart, I just thought I'd show you. If anyone else has got one of these retro boxes, then it'll save damage in them. And if anyone's got any ideas of how we can fix, I mean, I could cut these little things off, or I could sand them slightly, maybe on both sides. Don't know if anyone's reconditioned any old equipment to get these screwdriver marks out. Obviously, I'm not going to do it, but it's where someone's got a screwdriver and tried to prise it apart. So how do you get this apart? Well, if you look at the bottom, there's some things underneath it, and it also looks like someone else has tried to go in here like this. But these seem to be rails where something's held on the inside, so it's not that way. Looking at the drive a bit more, you can see that there's some slots here. So there's the main slot, but there's an opening, and we can get a spudger into there. And if we push there a little bit, we'll feel a little bit of springiness. So that's one of the clues, and there's one the other side as well. So I think that's really what we need to do to get this apart. But when I did this, it was really, really stiff, and I thought I wasn't doing it very well to start with. I thought there was a problem with it. But basically, what you need to do is push both of these clips in on both sides, and at the same time try and force these apart. Now, the only thing that I used that I could think of that might not damage it was one of these phone spudgers. This is one that I've modified for something else, but I thought maybe you could just about slightly, and you can push that in there to open it up. And if you do that and push in there and turn it slightly, you see the case just begins to come apart. But I've begun to prise them apart there, and probably now that clip's fine. Don't need to do anything more with that. You see it's coming apart. This would be slightly more difficult if the power supply was in, and you'll see when I open it why. But it is possible to get it apart there without damaging it. So let's try the other side. So we don't need any force. The other side of it, this is where the hard drive is. So we're going to have the same issue here. But if we push that in, knock that clip out, and put one of these in, and hopefully we can get this to begin to prise apart again. There we go. Could maybe use a credit card, the previous owner of this suggested. So there you go, it's beginning to open now. So no clips on the bottom or anything, just these clips on the side. Now there's one more clip. Now it's hidden behind this grill. You can actually use a screwdriver for this if you want, but I'm still going to use the spudger. So you notice there's, behind this piece of plastic, there's another bit of plastic there. And this, and it's easy to see once you get this apart, if I go in and push that bit of plastic down, I'm pushing directly down like so on it. If I do that, and then that clip comes undone. So there's only 3 clips. There's the 2 on the side and that one at the back that I can find. So hopefully now we've got that side off. I'll just give that a little bit of pressure as well, just in case. Yeah, that's disengaged. Now I can go back in. I think maybe I could even use the edge of the spudger, just thinking about it. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know whether that will damage it a bit more, but maybe not. Well, the spudger's a bit too bendy for that. Let's try and get this one off. And I think that's virtually it now. There's still something catching on it, but there's no clips now as far as I am aware. There you go. As you come in with the spudger, you're just pushing those bits in, which is disengaging with the clip on the inside of the case. But the power supply's there, so it stops the clip going back in too much. You can actually see the force that's been applied to that over time with instruments that have been pushed through that hole to push those in. But that's definitely the way to do that. And then not to forget to release that clip there at the back. And the other bits come out of the case quite easy. And they seem to be hinged in, so you seem to have to slide them in that way. The power supply works the same way. Then you engage with these big clips at the back here. So they push in there once they go in, and then it clips into the middle. So to get this out, when the power supply is there, you just need to push something down between the power supply and the hard drive and just ease open these two plastic clips, or that one there for the power supply. Now this whole thing here is a 20 megabyte drive. Look at the size of it, it's massive. The power supply is really interesting. Let me get the power supply. So this power supply has got multiple voltages. It's got your 5 and 12 volts, I think, coming out of that. It's got an extra little bit there. It's got another thing for the fan that comes out there. So it's almost like a fully fledged PC power supply, but just very small. And you can see what's startling happened with it by the fact that I'm holding a rather fat capacitor, which I'm going to need to change. So this released the blue smoke that was inside this capacitor. But anyway, I'm hoping I can get this ancient drive working, maybe put a more modern power supply in it. I can definitely get a more modern power supply that will be more efficient, that fits in there. But really, I'd like to try and fix the old one, so get this back and working. I hope you found that interesting. That's how you get apart without damaging a WD20AP by Western Digital. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.